Gillian Keegan.
Thank you, Chair. We can change many things in this House. We can pass many laws, we can change many laws, but the one law we can't change are the laws of arithmetic. No matter how big your abacus, no responsible person can ignore the size of our country's debt and the deficit we inherited. Our debt as a percentage of GDP was roughly 30 to 40% for decades, yet now, courtesy of the last Labour government, compounded by a global recession, this debt is above 80% of GDP. These figures alone should make it clear that borrowing more at this stage would be completely irresponsible. But how much does that debt cost us in interest payments? Currently, we spend 48 billion servicing our debt. This is dead money. What else could we spend that money on? Well, there are many areas we could use that extra cash. It's nearly half the NHS budget. That's a lot of doctors and nurses. It's more than our whole education budget. That's a hefty pay rise for teachers and more school facilities, with plenty of spare change. I understand that many years of trying to live within our means is hard. However, short-term happiness of spending will have dreadful consequences for our country's finances and make things even harder. It would be the height of irresponsibility to mortgage our future, and there is no moral case for binging on the nation's credit card, least of all when we are forcing others to pay the bill, namely our children and grandchildren. As anybody who has ever got themselves into credit card debt will understand, it is impossible to pay back the original debt when all your cash is taken, paying off the interest payments alone. And this would set us back just at the point when all our leading indicators are heading in the right direction. We've seen significant reduction in the deficit, down by 2/3, unemployment the lowest it's been for 40 years, the minimum wage up 26%, pensions protected, 1 million new businesses since 2010, and we've continued to invest more in our NHS and schools. These are not signs of a country living under austerity, they are signs of a nation starting to prosper, despite the dreadful debt burden handed to us by the last government.